Hey everyone, I'm Nathan William, and I am so blessed to work with an amazing team of developers and designers and QA testers and systems administrators, DevOps engineers at ShowPlatform. And we are giving you behind the scenes access to what it looks like to launch a brand new SaaS product. And we're hoping to launch ShowPlatform next week. And as we're getting ready to launch ShowPlatform, I'm doing some interviews with some of the team members here. We're in Rajkot, India, and I have with me Neeraj Malve. And Neeraj is the DevOps manager, director, whatever of ShowPlatform. Neeraj runs the servers and the DevOps for ShowPlatform. Do you have anybody in your office that when you ask people what they did this weekend, that they always have the best story? Well, for our team, that's Neeraj. In fact, for a long time, Neeraj kept a paraglider in the trunk of his car just in case he ever needed it, right? In case he ever felt like jumping off a mountain and paragliding to the bottom, which he actually did quite frequently, and he had to be prepared for that.
Yeah, so I used to go with my friends in the morning to do some flying on the mountains. And when I have a good weather and doing a long flights, I don't want to be late to the work. So from there directly, instead of going home, I used to come to office. That's how I used to have
Love it.
paraglider in my trunk.
Not many of your coworkers have a paraglider in their trunk. He does lots of other adventurous things. He's a certified scuba diver.
Yes.
Want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah. So traveling is something I love. Exploring the nature I love, and that's the reason I learned paragliding, so that I can be an eagle and see a bird's eye view of wherever I'm traveling. And the same time, I realized that there is a lot in the ocean as well. That word is like something phenomenal. So that's how I learned scuba diving. Did advanced level and did my scuba diving in few places in India as well as abroad.
Yeah. And being in India, Mount Everest is not that far from where you guys live. And so how far have you climbed up Everest?
So I have been till base camp of the Everest, which
Okay.
is like around 6,500 meters approximately, just 2,000 meters from the summit.
Okay. How many days did it take you of hiking to get to the base camp?
Total it was 15 days hike. Out of that, like 7 to 8 days we took to climb up, did some acclimatization, rested, and yeah, finally reached the summit in 8 days.
Wow, that sounds so amazing. So Neeraj is a lot of fun to have on the team. As I said before, Neeraj manages DevOps for ShowPlatform. And Neeraj has been with me 16 years. He's managed DevOps for a variety of other ventures, such as Adoption.com. What's the most traffic that your servers handled for Adoption.com in a month?
Adoption.com, we had like 4 million
monthly page
views, and it has spiked more than that. Sometimes I've seen that.
Yeah, for sure. Can you explain to me some of the responsibilities that a DevOps manager has for a SaaS software company?
Yeah, so the important part of being DevOps is being on the side of developers. Earlier days, we used to have system administrator, where system administrator is one of the department, and they cross function with the developers. But whereas DevOps is a part of development team itself, and help developers in cloud operations and anything related to servers, continuous integration, continuous delivery, monitoring, backup, security, and so on.
So you worked for Adoption.com, and then I left and you left for a period of time, and then you rejoined us. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you did during that period of time that you left Adoption.com?
Yeah, so we worked together for a long period of time. After that, I wanted to upgrade my skill set, wanted to see what enterprise application and high scale servers operation and management is like. So I joined Yahoo.com. I was lucky to get a job with Yahoo, and I managed around 1100 servers those days. Traffic was in millions and billions. So yeah, that was a good learning period that time.
What year was that?
From 2008 to around 2013.
So that was back at the time where Yahoo was still one of the biggest sites on the internet. It's a lot of servers to manage. What are some of the most challenging things that a DevOps engineer has to deal with?
The biggest thing is, I say, when the venture is making revenue out of their servers, whatever they are hosting, uptime becomes the most critical thing. So, server being down for 1 minute or 10 minutes is generally not acceptable because it has direct revenue impact. So, that's what I learned during my time in Yahoo. And that's one of the very important thing I'm implementing in my DevOps career, that whichever server I set up, whichever server I work on, I'm making sure that they carry close to 100% uptime.
Yeah. So, what are some of the strategies that you use to help ensure essentially 100% uptime on your servers?
We do horizontal scaling. We have redundancy. So every time there'll be multiple assets, multiple servers taking care of the.
So, if any server goes down at any time, there's always another server that can take over for that server.
That's right. Yeah, that's how, this ShowPlatform architecture is also done in the same way. We have hybrid architecture. We have plenty of servers. We have video conferencing, streaming, recording.
There's some of our modules you're talking about that we actually have to host for our customers, so they can do that on our servers.
They are the modules, and we have a special server for that. So I'm not talking about all the modules, but these modules which I talked about, we have a dedicated servers. Apart from that, we have a front end, back end, database, containers. So everything, every place we have a horizontal scaling, so that it take care of load. If something goes down, there is always another server to take care of that.
Yeah, super
and
important.
Also we have auto scaling, where if some fine day, if we have like a spike of traffic, our servers can handle even that.
And automatically scale up servers or scale down servers as needed.
Yeah.
Love it. That sure didn't exist early on.
Yeah. So apart from that, important points, what, like for a business, what is most important is their data. So backup, handling the backup. We have customer-wise backup. We have daily backup. We have different servers we are taking backup. We do backup on local. We have a remote backup where copy goes to some other location at some other cloud providers. And also we take a physical backup.
Yeah, he kind of has a CEO that's pretty particular about the backup. So I have him give me a physical offsite backup in addition to everything else he does, that I actually put inside a Faraday bag and I put inside a safe at a secure location. And that's our catastrophic backup. And over 27 years, we've actually needed that twice. And it's nice to know you always have that. I had a friend that created a website, and he mortgaged his house and built a very good website. And then a hacker got in, and the hacker deleted his full website. And before he realized what had happened, the backup with no site overwrote the backup with the data, and he lost everything. He didn't have an offsite backup anywhere. So tell me a little bit what you've been focusing on. What are some of the highest priorities you've been working on this week during our war room in Rajkot as we've been trying to get ready for launch?
Yeah, so now we have finished all the modules, and slowly we are transitioning all the work on production environment. So while doing that, one important thing is being, like as we spoke, uptime. So monitoring system is something what I have set up, making sure that all customer domains are monitored. Along with that, we have various servers and services running, applications running on our servers. So monitoring the uptime of that. So before any customer calls us to tell that they are down, we already know and we are working on that. So that is one of the part. Apart from that, auto scaling, speed, we have planned to reach 200 millisecond milestone as a TTFB for all our servers and applications. So that is something we are trying to achieve. So speed, security, performance, uptime. These are like scalability. Yeah. These are a few things we are focusing on.
Well, thanks for being part of our team. Those are some incredibly important roles and responsibilities as a CEO. I don't know how I could sleep at night if I didn't have someone who was very effectively taking care of those responsibilities. And it's nice to have someone that I've been able to work with for a lot of years, and I have a lot of faith and confidence.
Thank you so much.
in him doing that role.